Alright, let's go. Hey, Dirty. Let's just do a quick sound check. Can you hear me okay? And how's that background music? Because we didn't have game audio for my last stream. Couldn't figure it out. Had to go plug in a whole new cord. So let's confirm audio. Oh, okay. No worries, no worries. And we're just going to go straight into it. Oops, select world. We did a bit of a tour of the pirate world yesterday before we ended. Flashback all the way to when we built the Black Pearl and the rest of the town around it, the town of Port Royal. Hope everybody had a good holiday weekend, or is having a good holiday weekend. I guess it was the 4th. My wife and one of my kids is still asleep, so I'm taking it easy this morning. I'm gonna have my coffee and ease into this. We're all good. We're all groovy. All right, let's go. So, I think we should probably start with this a little bit. Hey, Elman. Hey, Elmanke. What's up? Semantic. So, I think I found a solution. Voice a little bit low. Let me see if I turn that mic up a little bit. How's that? So, I did find a solution. Let me change the audio. Here we go. Put that down. Down to here. We should be good to go. Make sure we game audio. Yeah, and we should be good. I think that's a good balance. Well, yeah, that is the lobby music. But at least we can hear the game audio. You can hear the birds and everything going on. So, let us go. I think I found a solution to the fork. While it's not going to finish here, you know, stepping out to here, it's not going to do too much damage. And we should be able to still be pretty accurate to the design. So, I'm going to have to take a major step back and make sure we can come back and finish this bit. But right now we're kind of finishing up in here. Which little 1x8 little space? This space is actually what I want to start with, because I'm going to make some changes here. So I took off that piece and replacing it, the angle piece, and replacing it with the flat angles. But we're going to do a little bit extra and replace these pieces right here with the 8s with some 6s. So first order 6, because I want to bring this angle piece in a little bit more. So all the 8s get replaced. Well, at least 2 of them, 4 of them. Close enough to 8 to all to be 8. Close enough to all to be 8. Dang it. I can't even pronounce the words. Anyway, you guys know what I mean. So there. This gives us a nice bit of a step inward. So we're also going to have a curve-ish. We can take it a little bit further. And another one of these, so that this can come a little more flush from the side. Let me go from the bottom to this one. But it can be done. There. So, nice slope downward into the side. Now, as much as I would love to have this side piece angled onto there, that's not gonna happen. So we're gonna just accept this as it is. But the side of this, we actually had gone and put a bunch of junk on the side here. What we're gonna do, first thing, is get rid of all that junk, and we're gonna cut this thing down so that we're going to start this entire construction right here using these guys, the 2x4s, which will allow us to actually build up the rest of it. So once you have your 2x4s situated, just transfer off of the pieces that are already there and pull those in so that you can have, oops, you, come here, get out of there. It's gonna be a little lopsided, but that's okay. It's better to be closer to here, because this is supposed to come down here, but that lip is never gonna let it go right in here. See, never gonna happen. Never gonna happen. Never gonna happen. And I believe that over here leaves too much space. I mean, it's up to you. You can decide how straight you want things, but because you can always go ahead and put the inside, another wall right there to cover that little bit. Up to you on how you handle that. I mean, let's see if we can actually. Can we do anything here? No, we cannot, because we are too close. So, that is what it is. So once we have that sorted out, I am a little torn with these pieces. I mean, I know they're the side curve and everything, but I almost want to replace them completely with a proper curve. Almost. That's just temptation getting in my way right there. What we're also going to do now is we're going to take the 6s and we're going to build up the side. So we're getting closer there, and boom. So see, this is what I would want to do to this bit, so I can have a little bit more control over this. I feel like it sprawls way too much. I mean, it's probably worth it to at least investigate it, right? That curve. Hey, Monkey Stone, what's going on? Johnny Fortnite, what's happening? Good. I'm glad. My mission here is done. It was simply to make Johnny Fortnite come and want to play again. So, we're just making a. Well, I'm going to answer, but chat is going fine. But we're just making some adjustments and getting through the rest of this build, because we really want to finish this thing this weekend. Ooh, you know what? Here's an adjustment that we're going to make, and it's mainly for the curvature. I think I want to angle up a little. So here's something that we can do as well, and it's just give us a little bit, work with the curve a little bit. So instead of going all the way there, we're going to start from here and match this to here so that our curve there. And if you see the top now, it should be more curvy. See what I mean? You could always cheat the bottom piece a little bit. I mean, nobody's really watching. And you can do that. So, I think I kind of like that. 2. Yeah. That kind of, that's kind of nice. I like that. Yeah, the you have to you have to figure out what editing process works for you. It's a hard choice, man. It really, really is. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. But once you find the right process that works for you, it's gonna be worth it. It's just that it's a lot of work to do. So nothing is ever going to be easy or straightforward. Just remember that. Nothing is ever easy or straightforward. Some people make it sound a lot easier than it is. I don't know why. Maybe it's like torture people. So yeah, we're replacing those pieces. And we're going to be building up with 6s. Okay, come on. Wrong direction. I just can't get the direction. I just can't get enough. Just can't get enough. Alright. And you. Huh. There. No, I think that actually works a lot better than what I had. Just a little bit. So make a slight adjustment to bring that a little further up so it matches. And then I gotta see what I can do about this top piece because I need the curve on that. And it's not giving me a curve right now, it's giving me a flat. So, adjustments, adjustments, adjustments. Let's see what we can do. I just can't get enough. Just can't get enough. Okay, I grok that. Alright. And we can now... Oh my god, I'm crying. It's so beautiful. I'm crying. And Kitty, good to see you. Good morning. Wow. I think my eyes were open a little too much. Hey, hi Q. 2306. Hello, Nameless. What's happening? Thank you for subscribing, Alexandria Shin. Appreciate it. How do I... Oh, it's just a lot of practice. Really, that's the biggest thing. I've been building in the game since day 1, so... And I'm literally building every single day. So my... I tend to retain a lot more skills through repetition. And it really does help in some areas. Just all depends on what you want from the game, though. I mean, if you want to be the very best, the best there ever was, Pokemon. My son is probably cringing right now. Because I try to stay out of his Pokemon thing. And like, that's his thing, right? My brother collects Pokemon. He's been playing Pokemon for a long time. And you think that my son would be more interested, you know, the fact that his uncle actually has the same interest, but he's off. He's just doing his own thing. So it is what it is. Okay, so there we go. We got a nice curve. A little bit off, but you know what? It is what it is. It is what it is, and it is what it is. And what it is awesome. Everything is awesome. Alright, okay. I think we got that sorted out. Curve, curve. How close is this piece? I think I have to close in this piece right here too. No, it's only the 6. The thing, okay, here's the thing about the model. The model has the clear glass on top. There are no stripes, no nothing. There's no actual canopy. It's just a clear glass. Because the clear glass is to be taken off and, you know, the figures to be played with. So there are certain things lacking from that entire experience. I'm gonna, let's say, close this in a little bit. Let's see if we can do this. 1, 2. Can you come over? Should you come over? I just can't get enough. Oh, look at that. Cute. Okay, I gotta say that does look really good. All right. And Kitty is our moderator. Most excellent moderator. She's fair. She is awesome. She's the mama bear. So, you know, look out for Aunt Kitty and respect her. She is freaking awesome. Also, habla español. Well, sorry, Aunt Kitty speaks Spanish, not me. I speak very bad Spanish. Have to use Google Translate every single time. Because I just don't have enough practice. I was trying to get back into it with a little bit of Duolingo, but that's kind of really, I don't know, man. Duolingo, I have some words to say about Duolingo. None of them are good. All right, so let's go to the top. You're going to finish up this top piece here. But I got to take a step back. Okay, so this is supposed to align to there. And then over here, same thing. So there. Then move forward. And we have the same situation. As we did before, which is first, let's get a 6. That comes over there. It's supposed to be 8 space in between. All right, guess that's it. Right there and there, then a 12 space in between. 1, 2, and 12. Whoa. See, here come the tears. Here come the tears again. Okay, this is not gonna work because I need the wrong kind of space here. Because this requires 2 6 by, and all we have are the 8s. So, since we have 8s, we have to make it match to the edge. Take this out, find the edge, here we go. There's the edge. Sometimes the shapes, what we have, don't match up to reality, to what they want us to have. Because, you know, we're translating from Lego into Fortnite. Lego Fortnite. So, things are different. Measurements are different. Always remember that. I really do need to do a whole tutorial or whole stream on replacement pieces that we can use to build up from reality to Lego Fortnite. All right. Oh, hey, look at that. On top here, we do have a piece here. I think it's a 16. Let's call it a 16. Good enough. A little bit of greebling. So we're going to put this in here. 1. And then 2. Then we need some rugged stuff in there. Then we're going to do it again. 1. And then a 12. Yeah, let's do a 12. Then we're going to use some pieces that really don't blend so much. No smooth bits. Too big, too big. Alright, let's get this one in here. Just can't get enough. Just can't get enough. Yeah, I'm probably going to delete that, but what the heck. Let's leave it for now. What can I use? Is there a little piece that we can use? Anything flat, flattish. I'm not going to get hung up over this. I just want to get a little flattish piece in there. And I know I saw one. Unless it was in the wall section. Or the roof section. Sometimes you see something that will be perfect and then you forget where it is. You know what? Here. Then just toss this in there and we're going to move on. Woo! Alright. And move on. Okay, that blue is bothering me. A lot more than I thought it would. So let's say goodbye to you and pop something else in there in the meantime. Is that enough? That's not enough. Completely different. Ooh, completely different shade. Completely different shade. Yep, let's go to... Sorry, I'm getting caught up in the details here. I promise I would not do this. I am not doing this. I'm just going to pop it in and then we'll move on. These pieces are really good for greebling. Forgot how good these are because they give a lot of detail. There we go. A little odd detail, make it look a little different so that everything doesn't look the same. Perfect. We get to use a frost pine again. Frost pine rides again. I dig it. Let's just do this one as well. 1, 2. Just a turn of the frost pine. There we go. Hey, Joe Pepper. Good morning. Okay, well, oh, we got the Portuguese going on. All right. Okay. So moving back to this piece, we're gonna go to the rounded pieces now. Rounded section, and this is over in the fences. We go to Moss Isley. Now I'm having a hard time choosing which one should go because this, while it's gray, it's ugly as sin. So there's that. So I need you guys to help me out here. Ooh, one more. And then the front. Where's the center? There's the center. Front is different. Tell me they match up. Come on, seriously? You guys need to be matching right now. Or do you? Anyway, does this gray work, do you think? The other option is really using the white instead. Is that in the middle? That is the middle. Oh, fancy that. Yeah, that should be it. Thing is, this is supposed to be a round, flat piece. So we're kind of playing with fate right now. Really? Really? My gosh, I can't stop crying. Okay, so yep, that does a line. And then what the flip is going on here? We got two, we got one. That aligns perfectly right here. It's the front that's not aligning. The front is supposed to be smaller. Oh, or I made a mistake somewhere. I will never ever admit to. Okay, that's how it's supposed to be. Now, where did I screw up over here? Okay, that's an easy spot. So, if you like me, and you probably are, have gone ahead and done this in the past, son of a biscuit eater, you've made a mistake. Because I've made a mistake. So the mistake is now compounded. You know what? Leave it. In for a penny, in for a pound. It's not going to affect much up here. The alignment may look a little bit off. You know, it's not that bad, is it? Yeah, it is. Hey, hey, Diego. I just found a piece that was off by one stud. And I'm determined to not fix it. Because it would require breaking too many pieces. Or actually, you know what? It would actually require just breaking that one piece to get it over. So, there. There we go. Ain't too proud to... Yeah, I ain't too proud to beg. Can we actually replace that piece, though? That's the question. You have to put it someplace else. Son of a... Okay, so that needs to be on the same level. How important is that to be at an angle, huh? Is it really that important? That's a good question. I don't think it's actually that important. Of course, I could be just saying that just so that I, you know, can justify leaving it, which I probably am doing right now. It's not that bad, is it? You know what? It isn't that bad. I'm just gonna replace this piece with that and fill this area properly. Ooh, that's gonna be a little tough, but let's just make the best of it. There we go. See, you make the best of it. Tell no one. I will deny everything. Admit nothing. I probably should move this over, but that doesn't have any impact right now. Except my conscience. Alright, you. Move over one. Hope you're happy now. And I need to get the other one. So roof. Believe it or not, sometimes these little things do kind of pay off a little bit. Just a little bit. Right now, this is probably just a case of me being a little obsessive about little details. You would think I would have been a little obsessive when I built it in the first place. Because I should have noticed that. I really should have noticed it. Hey, ladies man 217, what's happening? Welcome. Alright. My eyes are watering today. I swear I'm not crying. I am not that sappy. But there we go. There. And does that match up yet? Nope, it does not match up yet. But it does match where it needs to match. So there and there. We got one in. So perfect. Oh, you tried to join the disc? Oh. Oh yeah, Amberline, you're banned. In the Discord. You can't go disclosing your age like that. Discord has very hard rules about, you know, ages. They try to protect minors. So, all right, where are we? I feel like this is off just a little bit. Oh, that is off by 2. Why is that off by 2? 8, 2. This is the back of it. Oh, this is the front. All right. Let's hope that doesn't have too much impact on the ship. And, oh, we have more greebling to put on. So there's still a fair amount to go. But we can come back to that. Let's look at the rest of the... So we don't have any proper vents, do we? I know on the... we've got this other carpet that is really good for a vent, but it's yellow. This one here. And it kind of stands out a lot. It might work. All right. Moving on. Rebling. Sides. Okay, so that's the canopy. Next piece. We are building up the center. What's going on in here? I'm going to go ahead, go forward a little bit so I can see what it actually wants me to do. Okay, so building up the other side and then building up the back of the ship there. So let's see what it's doing. So we're going to add another layer to here. Weird, man. Another layer. So there's... got those on. Oh, those are the... This is blah, 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 blah. These are the guns. Okay, so I'm going to have to do a bit of reverse engineering here. Because this gun needs to be on a swivel. Something. Interesting how they're doing the plating. Huh. May actually be able to use that. Okay, should I mess with the gun? I can always come back to the gun. The plating may actually be a lot more interesting. Because how they're doing it is... Huh. Really just building it up. So, what side does plating go onto? Show me. Show me your secrets. Okay, I think... Okay, we got one set of plating right there. So one, two whole sections of plating. And it leaves out that wedge in the back. So it leaves a wedge about 2 spaces wide. So 4 space. Oh, I see. So that really should come there. Okay. So if we are coming off of here, this is going to be interesting. Check this one out. 4 spaces wide. That's too long. Let's get this right here. This should line properly. So 4 spaces wide. Now, if we can maintain that gap, I'm going to drop this first. This is right. Okay, so this is kind of theoretical right now. I think it can work. So just bear with me. If I'm wrong, we'll do it again. Then again. And then again. Until I'm right. But right now, I think this will actually work. So there's our gap. We got our 2. Okay, so you're not going to do that, but you will do that, which is fine by me. Because once we get that this piece on the hookup. Should we get this piece here? I take this away. And once we have that, then we should be set for the oh, what do we have? Why are you not aligning? Is it too far up? You know what, that's okay. Because we have enough that we can play with. So we can actually start from over here, and you can actually come over where you need to be. See, so this is actually, this is, huh. Okay, now the purely theoretical part that I was thinking about was how we're going to bring these wedges in. And we do have wedge pieces. It's just a matter of how long this piece is. So, how long is it? Is it 32? No, that's not 32. How many 8s can we get out of this? Because if we can get the right number of 8s, 2, oh my god, 3. Holy crap. I'm seeing potential here. I'm seeing so much potential. So, let's break this down into 8s. That's a 6. Into 8s. 1, 2, and 3. Now, it makes you wonder if this was not an 8, but instead a wedge, a roof wedge, how much would that impact the next piece? And will this actually spread too far? Apparently does not like that piece right there. Okay, so over here we have a bit of a, oh, we're a little too close. We need to be half of a step up. Or this needs to be half a step down. Because, okay, all of these are overhanging when they're probably best suited to be more flush to the bottom. Interesting. Now, I could probably just take this up like half a step in order to make it work. There, half a step. Because I want what I want. See, half a step's not too bad. Half a step is doable. And then we can just do half a step the other way. 1, 2, and then the other wedge. That half step spacing, got to learn it at some point. Guaranteed awesome. The question though is, how far do you take it? Do you want to take it all the way up, maintain a good line, or we're just gonna keep that for now, and just do a slight gradation there. It does kind of curve up a little bit anyway, so we'll see. All right, hey Dub Zeppelin, what's happening? As you can see, you are back in a really good time for the Falcon. We are putting on Son of a. How did I get off? I am off center. Okay, I see what happened here. So I went off center over here. Nowhere else, just over here. So you are supposed to be there, 2. See, I went too far out. Okay, how do we replace this bit? Okay, so that is attached to the right place with an 8. This 8 is supposed to be right here. There. And now the wedge. Oh boy. Let's try that again. Wrong wedge. From the back, not the front. And it's all because of that half space that we had to put in there. But you know, it works. It all works. Let's add this other one. Make sure it matches up. Boom diada. So we're going to be putting the plate on in a different way than I had actually anticipated. Now, there's one thing that I found earlier, and it was lining up the edges of the wedge to here can be sometimes as simple as just turning it the other way around. So, for example, this piece can actually match to over here being at the right place. So I gotta find the right attachment point for here. And this is where this may get a little tricky because we have a circle that we're attaching to. And this really needs to be not a 45-degree angle, but this needs to have some kind of angle that this turns onto. So if it can have an angle that matches this, then we should be in good shape. I think the problem may come when we actually have this angle here. So we're looking at 3 wedges right now. Wedge for here, and a wedge for here. And this one is already tricky. So I need to have my alignment all set for this. Maybe just if we can calculate how high we need to go for this to work. So we got what? 6 here. Let's get some blocks down, shall we? Each of these is 3 studs high. 3 3 floorboards high. 1. 2. Angle is a little bit more than I thought it would be, but I actually wonder if it matches up to. No, no, no. I think I need more coffee. Because we are braining right now. We're braining. Let's see. Stop messing around and just measure. We're going to pull this out here. And then we're going to see how it attaches. So every now and then you got to measure just to know exactly where you are. So okay, so we lost a half stud just to go up, and this is still lower than that. So that should technically be the height. So almost 3 and a half stud. Or do I get back my full stud? So that's six blocks low. If you can, let me see if you can measure 7. And what kind of angle we can get off of 7. If not 7, if 7 doesn't work, then it's going to be 6.5. So working from here. Hey, Dub Zeppelin. You're not following me on is it Twitter? Spideyverse is going to return. Excellent. I like it. Big fan of the Spideyverse. As if y'all didn't know that. Actually, you didn't know that. Because I've made no indication whatsoever. But yes, I am a big fan of the Spideyverse. I think Spider-Man was like my first comic book, like a lot of, kids my age. It's almost like a rite of passage. See, here we go. So this is really just about finding the right start point. So we are just going to build up to find the start point so we can find where we're going to be pulling our angle from. That's the right point there. And this, so the question is how far back? There's only so much filler that we can put in the middle. So it needs to be like from right about there. Now that may actually interfere with it, so we are going to try to be a little more careful. Because we need it to be aligned to this in order for this to work. So, what are we doing here? What are we doing? We're placing this guy and placing him on this angle. Okay, we're almost good to go. Almost good to go. And son of a me. just can't get enough. Just can't seem to get enough of. Can we get this in without that getting in the way? That's the question. It's a really tough question. Let me see. Where are you? Where are you? Where? Sorry, I'm not paying attention to this. The Green Goblin skin. Yeah, I was introduced to Spider-Man through the newspapers. You remember when they used to Spider-Man was syndicated in newspapers? I don't know if you grew up in that time, where the newspapers actually carried comics. It's always like in the Sunday comics. It was an incredible thing. I actually drew comics for about a year for my local newspaper, and then it was a series of stories that me and my friend did. But then the editor that we had a contact with left, so as things go. But it was actually a really good start to getting into more serious writing. But we were teenagers at the time, so it was kind of a weird situation. Not weird in any bad way. It's just like we were still learning so much. Okay, we need to be able to get that on the straightaway without it getting in the way anything. Okay, so we got that. Should be aligned better now. Yeah, but anyway, Spider-Man, syndication, newspapers. It was just this whole thing where every week we'd have a continued story, and it was different than actually reading it in the comic books, because the comic books was more focused on the books. With weekly syndication, it would just drag a story out for a certain number of weeks. You had to come back every day, and they would always try to close a 3-panel strip on a cliffhanger. How the hell do you write so concisely that you can have enough action happen in 3 panels to make you want to come back the next day to read more? It's weird. I don't know if any of you have ever read the syndicated Spider-Man or any other syndication comic. Garfield doesn't count. Garfield is an animal all to himself. Son of a... You stop doing that! Grr! Okay, I need to get this piece off. Seriously. You need to be connected to something else, because you are in the way. Or maybe I'm in the way. And I should go with the flow and get the angle first. Alright, let's try that. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to find another solution for that, and it's a pain in the butt right now. Alright, yeah, but so anyway, the syndicated Spider-Man introduced me to the comic book Spider-Man, because by the time I finally saw Spider-Man in the comic books, it was like, oh my god, this is so cool, and it's actually complete. I don't have to wait for a story to be done. or dragged out. Amberline, why is no one's ignoring you? And you were quite disruptive. You kept on asking and asking even after I explained the situation. So just you gotta learn to chill, or you are actually going to get yourself banned on all platforms. I said I don't play with kids, and I mean it. So please learn to respect that. All right, we got the next piece here. We got one piece on. Okay, finally. After all this. And all of this is just to try to get into the right placement to put down that one piece. Which, okay, I can't break anymore, otherwise it's gonna... I'm surprised it didn't already fall. Oof, lucky. Alright, so let's see how far out this comes. Do we have to go up half a step, down a step, or is everything perfect? Everything's great, grand. We got the whole wide world in the palm of my hand. Alright, we are feeling good. Now, this is the one of the things I was talking about earlier. Ah, get away, good. Where the angle actually comes into use. Oh, the angle is a little extreme right there. But check it out. This properly placed can actually align almost perfectly to the straight pieces. So if these are used correctly, then you can have a wedge that comes down and follows the lines. So this is kind of what we're, not kind of what we're going for, this is exactly what we're going for right now, to get that wedge shape right there. Well, it's kind of important to know the angle, because without that particular angle, nothing else here could happen. So we're going to toss down a couple of pieces and work the wedge around. And we are using fewer pieces than we would normally use on this by actually getting this shape down. I'm glad they give us this option, but now I am gonna have to pull it off in these different sections, and this one I am not looking forward to doing this one because I don't have the angles for that. Wicked, Diego. Really looking forward to seeing your advancements with Iterative. I gave up on Iterative a while ago. I decided that, you know, it was just going to be too hard. So I really am glad somebody else is doing it. And that somebody else doesn't have to be me. Sorry. I like big builds, and I cannot lie. Oh, yes. See the t-shirt? I like big builds. what's the length of the tentative? I know the actual in-universe length is supposed to be 70 meters, which is almost as big as most of um, our Star Destroyers are allowed to be. Because of reality, etc., etc. All right, let me see how far over we can go. Can I actually bring this? This should be able to come right over. First order. 8. Huh. My big question here, though, is what is this wedge gonna look like? Because that is... I'm not looking forward to that one. That one is gonna be nasty. If we can get this one in, I'll be very happy. So we can at least get in here. But this wedge is gonna be a pie shape. And that's the most disruptive one. That one kind of gives me the ick. As in the yuck, I don't want to deal with it. But I'm gonna have to. Alright, so we got inside. We got the gap. We can take care of this. Add in a couple pieces. We can come back and clean up later. No. Ah. What do you guys think of this system of roofing? I think it's gonna be awesome. I think it's gonna be a good win. I think as soon as I get a good chance to see the side of it all completed. Okay, you know what? We did that side. We really should do this side and this side. Get them matching. This wedge should be a lot easier to deal with. This one is... Where is the wedge on this one? Oh, good God. Okay. Let's have a gander, a proper look. Right, oh, you need to come out. Bye bye. Okay, you I don't understand. What the heck, man? What's holding on to you? Whatever, man. I'm just gonna go with it and go with the flow. If you go with the flow, something to die for. All right, man. It's getting tight in here. But we're coming together. And what's weird is that the bottom is so different. Cairo. Chiaro? Hey, Rusty Mountaineer and Willow619, welcome. All right, so we're going to take this step by step. Like I said, we're just going to go over. We can deal, if these edges are wrong, we can always deal with that later. Right now, we need to get this wedge done. This is all about the wedges. All about the Pentiums, baby. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right. So. Oh, is this what I had started doing? Oh, I was clueless. All right. Let's try again. So we're going to build this out to get the proper wedge. Go all the way over. All to the edge. The edge of the wedge. Sorry. I couldn't resist it. Yes, I could have, but I didn't want to. One. Huh. That's a little bit high. Go with the flow. You know what? Here's what we're going to do. We're going to transfer this piece over. Let's see how far it will go. Too many things in the way. All right. We're going to do in shorter pieces then. So it's 1. Why? Why? Okay. That is actually perfect. That's as close to perfect as we're going to get. So, let's just take that off and add 1, 3. Add 1 more over. Oh boy. And there we go. Beautiful. So if you've ever wondered what your Lego men see when they look up, this is what they see. What is the problem here? Okay, so you need to come up and above. Am I too low? Ah, yes. Because... One, 2. And then... 2. Yep, as straight as we can be. That's not touching. That's a problem. I think that's too high. Yeah, it's too high. Let's break it down and do it again. It needs to touch. So you need to be replaced with this. Just for the height. Yeah, no, that's not gonna work. Better? I wonder if the angle was affected. There may be a slightly different angle on this one. Yeah, I think we are at a slightly different angle. Higher would actually affect how that touches the sides. So those angles may not be. This little lip may have affected it more than I wanted it to. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to do it again. Then we can do it again until we get it right. And then again. There will never be an end. Alright, one more time. Una más vez. Son of a... Knew it. I knew it. There's a Storm King. What? Oh, it's not effortless at all, man. This is me doing trial and error online. In front of an audience. Okay, you are not needed anymore. Bye. Alright, let's try that again. I think that may have been disrupting my entire equilibrium. Ah, son of you, get up here. Thank you. And... okay. I think we got it this time. If you go with the flow... Okay. So, one up. Thing is, once I saw these wedges, I actually started to think about how they would impact the angles. Because once you have a wedge in there, you can do quite a bit. Son of a... You. Get there. You. Get there. Please stay there. It's not obedient. It doesn't like being told what to do. I may adopt it. Okay, I think we got it. I think we got it. Cross your fingers, people. I think we got it. Yeah, boy. We got it. Back one. Ha ha! Original gangster. Come on. Here we go. All right. So we are locked on the side. We are locked on the bottom. We are locked everywhere we need to be. Beautiful. Beautiful. I love it when a plan comes together. And not a complexity in sight. See, everyone else is out there playing with circles, and I'm playing with wedges. Ah, there's a lot of really cool circle builds going on, by the way. If you don't know what the community is up to, you can check out Craftopia, and we have people sharing their most excellent builds and developments with how to build circles, and they're sharing with the community. So much like I share every day when I stream, they're also sharing. So I stream most of my techniques and everything that on how I build live every single day. So you can get an idea of just how to do some of these things for yourself. Any new technique I learn, I definitely want to share with the community because we can all learn from it. And sometimes you may look at something in a different way than I do. Like I discovered a couple pieces that and techniques that I wasn't thinking about just from looking at other people. The modernist is one of those. Diego Martinez, for instance, he actually did the thrusters on the back of his Star Destroyer a lot differently than I did, and I was able to look at that and learn from it and try to adapt it. I didn't. Some people would say that, yeah, you stole that from him. No, it's like it's an adaptation because I didn't do it the same way. I did it in a way that I needed it to work for me, and that's the big thing about adaptation. When you build things to work in your own way, you expand the use of it, and the original creator may actually see it and think, oh, I never thought of doing it that way. That's really cool. So just keep that in mind. It's not about stealing anything. It really is adaptation, and there's a lot of that going on. So like I said, we aren't gatekeeping around here. We're sharing with the community. Of course, if it's a straight up exploit, or something that looks unstable, that's something that I will not share. And if I do share, I will share it with the caveat. Beware. Let the buyer beware. Because not every technique is made equal. The Chaos Engine, for instance, it's a great advancement, but it's very likely that Lego is going to take that away from us pretty quickly because it is very unstable. As much as I would love to have that installed in the Falcon, I doubt that's going to happen. So the Falcon is probably going to fly a little bit more conventionally. Now, let me see what I can do here to wrap this up and get all the pieces in place. No, I can't do that. I can't do that. You need to behave, man. There we go. Get groovy. Okay then. That's gonna complicate things. Alright, I should not do that. Alright, so I do have this wedge piece coming up right in here. And that's gonna be tricky. Super tricky. In fact, this may actually get in the way. So, I know this is definitely in the way. So that should not be here. Alright. We have 3 pieces in. This is getting quite exciting. I'm excited. Are you excited? I'm excited. 9:34. We've been going for an hour and a half. Let's get another wedge. Okay, so let's focus on this section here. I think once we have this sorted out, especially the flat area, we should be able... You know what? I don't even have to do that. Oh, I do need the angle from the top, because the angle from the top determines where it falls. So you, bye for now. Okay. Now, angle. Okay, 6 studs high is not the same as 6 plates high. Just keep that in mind. So some of you may be asking, why don't I just use flats to get there? So the flats are different. So I'm just going to take this forward and try to match it up. So if you go from here and then turn this piece to the side, let's see. Then are we going flush? Do we need flush? Tell you what. Let's make sure we have some options. And all this really is about the starting piece. That starting block. I do need more coffee. Why did I get more coffee? What was I thinking? Oh, I got locked in, that's why. Let's get the starting position, and then I'm going to go get... Oh, hey! Look at that. Luck of the draw. Pure fantasy. Right there. Ermagerd. Ermagerd. Come on. Yes. And is locked in. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Now we can get rid of this. We should do it again over on the other side right now. So what do? We went too high. To the side. Okay. Lock it in. And then angle. Green. Can't believe we got so lucky with the angle. Good God, man. God bless my soul. I need a fix for rock and roll. Take a look at what you might need. You better hurry. Take a piece of me. Skid row. Get a piece of me. Oh, is that low or is that high? Right there. That's it. All right. We are... Oh, hold on. Hold on a sec. You aren't close enough, buddy. Give me one more. Come on. Don't forget that. Is that close enough for government work? That's the question. Nope. Alright, let's try that again. You get real close. Man, what is going on here? Can I get the same piece? Same height. Alright, so same height. Exact same height, but just coming off the piece. Just a little bit wrong. See if we can gain it back in the transition. Ah, okay, you are not going to be helpful. Can we get this underneath? That's the question. What's it colliding with? Okay, we can. Beautiful. So why doesn't it like it on top? It should be perfect. Okay, you know what? We can get rid of this. I'm going to get my coffee because I'm draining a little too hard right now. And I'm going to come back and struggle with it a little bit more. Get on the struggle bus so we can get these plates down and finally get the fans in. And you know, these fans are like some of the most important parts on the Falcon, but good God, man. We are looking good. He's solid. Be right back. heck happened? Why am I? Oh, I wandered away. That's hilarious. Rooster, what's happening? Hey, Green Rock, what's up? Let's go take a look. That's not the Falcon. Okay, over here we got the UCS Razor Crest, which we're going to be coming back to at some point. There's the Falcon, all coming together. Rooster, have you seen the roof? What we're doing here? Today we're playing with wedges. Yep, wedges all the way. We're gonna have fun, fun, fun. Oh, hello. What are you doing in there? Dang. Is there another one? Good? Okay. Perfect. Oh, and you need to go away too. Save the fire station. Alright, let's get this speed, shall we? Hey, give me Spino. What is up? Okay, so we are now. Where is it? Here it is. Let's see if this will work. Oh boy. We may have some interference. Yep, we have some interference. Now, the question is that good interference or is that bad interference? Is everything supposed to be at an angle there? I mean, it's starting off at an angle. I think it's supposed to be flat. Flat is probably better. Let's get rid of it. No! Haha. Missed. Let's try again. Okay, are you done? Okay, we're done with you. So, why don't we use you? Not you. Use you. Seriously, dude? What is your damage, man? Okay, you are problematic. I see. But you're in the way. So let's get you out of the way. And let's try again. There we go. We have alignment to the piece. Now we should be able to go straight down, and our wedges should be able to align. The power of wedges. So that's one. Let's go for two. Because I like how it sounds. Shit. Bugger. Alright. That's going to get in the way. For sure. Let's get this onto here. Oh. If we wanted that angle, then it would be good. I'll keep it flat. So, first on, one over. And is anything causing that to rise up? Yep, something is causing it to rise up. So we're going to go one more time. What is in the way? Are you in the way? Yes, you are. Bye. Evan, was that a sneeze? Whoa. It got so far close. It got so far. In the end, it doesn't even matter. Okay, that's got pieces over there, so you're fine. You're fine. I'm not fine. Are you fine? I'm gonna have to start small. So what's happened? Oh, Rooster, you stepped in Odyssey and found yourself lost. You've been playing a lot of Expedition. So welcome back to Odyssey. Odyssey never goes away. Why are you at an angle? Okay, seriously, dude? Are you that high? You can't be that high. Alright. Unless there's something else. Maybe it's that piece. The underside. Let's get rid of it. Son of a... Let's start again. Oh, right. Yes, of course. Nope! Center! Urgh. Thankfully, the tiles are small. So easily replaceable. See, that's the game messing with me. Saying, hey, you can't be doing that, playing with wedges. I'm being oppressed. Alright, let's get this in. Rooster, are you looking to do survival in Odyssey, or are you gonna do a little bit more of the brainstorming? We need your brain back there, man. Gotta get the sculptures going again. Although I think that you would never have stopped the sculptures, because you're just way too good at those things. Still blows my mind every time I look at them, so, you know. Just saying. Alright, so this should go. Oh, it can't go. I didn't attach to the bottom. Son of a... What the heck is going on here? Let's try again. The weapons will continue till morale improves. What the hood? Why are you being so difficult, man? You. Are you the problem? It's me. Ah, I'm the problem. It's me again. At tea time. Let's see if this attaches different. It's the same height, right? Technically. Different angles affect things on a different level, because this angle here is different than the other angle. Okay, so let's try that one, and then let's try another one. Roof pieces, first order, supernova. Okay, this one should be more even. Give pretty much the same size. Oh, that's actually bigger. Oh, I did not know that was bigger. Okay. Well, I guess I've answered my own question. That's not going to work. How is it? Oh, it's not. Back to gates. Supernova. I'm convinced that most of this is being can be handled with the right piece in place, because some of the attachment points are different, and you have to turn your pieces. There. That's the attachment I want. Right there. Is that too high? Yes, it's too high. But. And it's talking about big old butt here. But, son of a me. Come on. Okay, you. Side. It likes that side. It doesn't like the other side. Seriously? How close are you? Are you close enough to attach? Nope. I just need it right there. Why can't I have it right there? Just right there, man. I'm messing around with these pieces, just trying to get this one thing attached. So I can see where the problem is. I just don't know why the problem is. You can try a different piece to attach. You're just gonna keep being in the way. What are you currently attached to? That's a big question. Can I get an angle off of this? as it stands right now. Is that too high? That is one stud too high. So the angle is going to be wrong. It actually looks like it's, okay, that's flat. And then this one is also flat. Perfect. There. But I just can't go down. And this is the height I need. That height. Can I attach this to this? If I pull this out. Sorry for the train of thought, train of consciousness that you're going to endure right now. But I really need to get this. Getting ready for the nephew's birthday. That's brilliant. It's good to have a nephew. I've got my niece. Oh, ooh, come on. Why must you be difficult? But I've always wanted a nephew. You know what? I'm going to swap up the others. Call it a day. Can I do that? Is it going to let me? Or is it going to fall? Too many variables. All right. We have the angle. Any swapping is going to happen. It's going to be happening after the fact. Let's get this angle now, shall we? So in case you haven't clued in, we're doing the roof of the Millennium Falcon today. It's fraught with danger and uncertainty. And yes, wedges. So, here we are. Finally. Are you kidding me? Don't tell me you're too low. Okay, we got an angle. Perfect. You don't know how relieved I am. Do not have a clue. Okay, you may be a problem. Yes, you are a problem, aren't you? Let's see why you're a problem, if we can fix you. Huh. Well, this is interesting. This is quite interesting. Alright, let me just ignore this angle for now. And see what I could have actually done with this piece. I never even thought to try this, but this is maybe increasing our angle a lot more. And it may affect... Let me see, if I bring this in here... Oh my god. Wedges for the win. That affected a lot more than I thought it would. Holy crap. Come on. Half of a stud high. Just a little bit more. Just a little bit. Come on. Okay, so this may not actually work. Because I can't get green with this. Weird. It's one down. Maybe two down would actually work better. Or, hear me out. Maybe I actually need something else. Huh. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to do a step up. Not even... Yeah. Okay, so we need the Falcon. These pieces, if we can come off of... Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There. Got this. So if this can step up, or is the middle piece that's supposed to be stepped up? There's a fair amount of stuff that's going on with the Falcon in the back. We got all of the fans and everything, and then there's a whole big bunch of greebling. So this may not work against us. This may actually work in our favor. If we could actually get it to do what we want it to do. If. It's a lot of ifs. Was that coming off of there? Okay, let me try something else. That was actually... That was an alignment to this. That's why it's coming off at that particular angle. And giving you a lot more you bargained for. Let me see if we can get that sorted out. Just little adjustments. See, little adjustments, but it does create a bit of a problem when coming down, so that may not be able to work. Can we do... Well, let's try and do this now. And do the step up. Step up. Okay, so that one worked. Oh, because it's not touching, that's why. Duh. Let's see if we can get cleaner. I prefer cleaner rather than dirty. So, let's start again. And this is okay, because we already knew the wedges. This wedge shape is going to be difficult. Hanging tough. Right, Rooster? Yep, I'm going to be singing a little bit of and Kitty gets it. Of course she does. was it that sang that song anyway? It's not Backstreet Boys. In sync? Heck, who knows? That was like one of those impossible earworms back in the 80s anyway. Hanging tough. That could possibly work, but let's see if it actually works all the way. Problem is the turn. This has the turn already built in. We could possibly do an overlap to get to the right spot, but it's gonna be dirty. It's gonna be way dirty. We could always try this. Get back to there. No, the other one. Where's the other one? First order. First order. Ray and possibly work. Make it work. Yeah, green. Green. It's dirty as hell, though. But if we could clean it up, is it possible to clean it up? Okay, what about you? Okay, so we can clean it up from there. It's half a stud low. Why are you so low anyway? Oh, right, my bad. Because I did that. That was me. Always rooting for the anti-hero. It's me. I'm the problem again. Yep. It's me. Always me. Tea time. And I did promise fun with wedges, didn't I? Hey, Harry Fixture, what's happening? You know, I completely forgot my oh, there you go. See? And Katie's got the New Kids on the Block. Yeah, we've actually done this all live. I've stayed away from building it off stream. So most of everything I've done, like about 99% of it, has been done live on stream. So you can see the entire progress, how everything comes and goes. Right now we're dealing with the roof, which is traditionally very, very difficult, and yep, still is difficult. We're trying to get a wedge in here. And I may have shot myself in the foot. Just a little bit. I think what I should have done is alright, I'm going to take a little bit of a step back. And I'm going to place this with the straight pieces that I had previously. I may have shot myself in the foot just a little bit. Just a tiny bit. Barely enough that anyone could actually notice. By using the wedges in the back here. So now we have two different sides of this that we can actually go in. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to try it on this side and have the wedges built in from this. So our wedges should actually come into play right about here. And it should align pretty nicely. So you go away. You, let's go play. See, that should be fairly well aligned. There. This should be the wedge. I think this may actually go better. Because it's now trying to line up with the straight piece instead of doing that weird thing it was doing. And it's pretty much exactly what the diagram shows. So I don't know what I was messing around with. Yep, I'm still going at it until it's done. I actually wish we could do that, but I do have adulting stuff to do today. We actually have a family picnic that we're going to. Wife is going to be getting up for that in a little bit. Right now she's still asleep, so we're going to let her sleep for a little bit before we wake her up for her coffee, and we can plan the rest of the day. All right, so let's see. Now, we're coming up to the edge here. And this edge is the one that really scares the pants out of me. Pants off of me. Pants out of me. Look at that. Can't even get to say that. The pants off of me. You can't scare the pants into me. Jeez. That would be gross. What are we doing here? We are going to make this edge work. Am I half a stud high? Yes, I am. Am I going to fix it? Yes, I did. Can I get down there? Come on, come on. One more. It's so easy to get half a stud high on some of these things sometimes. Ridiculously easy. It's usually when you don't want to. Okay, there we go. And then, okay, so maybe I was freaking out about nothing over here. This could work. This could work, especially if we incorporate the wedge on the edge. Wedge on the edge. Wedge on the edge. Say it 20 times fast. Alright, so it seems the formula for this is 2 and 1 space in between. So and get rid of this mess. It was experimental anyway. Everything's experimental. At least until you get it right. Well, wrong. Well, right. You have to experiment so you know what's right. Alright, okay, come on. Behave yourself. Behave, why? Oh. Not you then. You? Come on, behave yourself. Not you. You. Okay, here we go. Too far. Huh. Really? It's a little further down than I expected. Maybe go 2 up. Huh. That is completely off. It should match. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Let's roll with it. See where it takes us. Fix it. Too high. That's one reason why. If I can get a half step more, is it a full step? So, half step lower. So I just need that to be 1 step higher. It needs to attach. Get me a rug. So pull the rug out from under your feet. Let's try this. Cave. Stupid light. Now is 1 step too high. Good God, man. Seriously? Flying too close to the sun. Go away. Go away, Storm. Nothing that I'm doing here is wrong. Every single time. Okay. Alright, be calm. Everything is good. Everything is grand. Let me see my height. Are we at the right height? Can't even lock it in. Okay, so there I can lock it in. That is the correct height. So we're good right there. If I can get one space up, maybe I can trick that into being where it needs to be. Thank God the light stuff is done. Whoa, slight angle there. Alright, you... Come on, be aligned to that. Come on! It's your damage, man. Everything is perfect. It's falling into place. Why does it do that? You see this? Right here? It's going upward. Step by step. It's bizarre. Okay, so my angle on here may have actually been compromised. So we're going to do this again. We're going to drop this angle one more time. See, this is why I'm fighting it, because when I dropped this piece, it wasn't aligned properly. So, from 2 to there. Make sure not to touch it. All right, get the attachment piece. Tell me that's going to attach. Whoa, it's a lot of wiggling. Am I standing on something? Yes, I am. Right. Angle seems a little more extreme than the others. Huh. Alright. In for a penny, in for a pound. Let's try it out. Just can't seem to wipe the smile off my face. And my wife is awake. Alright, I think this should be better. A lot better. Son of a bee. Okay, we were so close. But the last bit. It's not liking the last bit. Something's in the way. Something in the way. Something in the way. Yeah. Underneath the bridge. Tappers from my league. Animals are trapped. All become my pets. Living off of grass and drippings from my ceiling. It's okay to eat fish. They don't have any feelings. Something in the way, yeah. Ooh. Something in the way, yeah. Something in the way. And a lot of people got introduced to that song through the Batman soundtrack. But we were vibing to that with Nirvana back in the 90s. That was an awesome time. Where's my phone? My wife has texted me. 1 sec. She's probably asking about breakfast. Just rebuild the thing. Your world is synchronized. Oh yes. Sometimes the worlds are very synchronized. You'll find that weird a couple of weird instances of that occurring, and it's just like the weirdest thing, especially when you're watching in stream. There's a couple times where Haskins' world has been synchronized with mine, and same with Mr. Black. Who'll say that, hey, it just stopped raining in my world, it stopped raining in yours at the same time. So you can see some of these occurrences if you are building at the same time as others and watching their streams. That's pretty much the only time you can see that. All right. So, oh great. Sorry, let me just talk to my wife 1 second. I haven't seen. All right. So this is going to be raised up just by necessity, apparently. Or I can raise the other part up. So if I take this, snap this onto here, I can have perfection on this level and just take this back bit off. Work with it. So there, I can get my snap and go and get these aligned properly so that I can build nice and cleanly. I think I prefer that. And the middle piece we'll just have to build on after the fact, because I think that part is raised up anyway. I'm gonna have to go make some coffee for my wife right now. Please put on the water. So give me a couple minutes. We'll be back, and we're gonna fool around with that middle piece. There we go. Get this piece clean. There we go. So we have our edges we can deal with. Yeah, it's off by 1. I don't care. I don't care at this point. The point is that these are on. Alright. Maybe wants to get pedantic about it. I don't know. I don't have bad words for you. Bad words. Alright, yeah. Coming along. You have 1, 2, 3 wedges on there. So I'm feeling good about this. And once I get the coffee, once I get the whatchamacallit, the water off my wife, I would feel a lot better. Let me see which pieces we can. Okay, I'll be right back. All right, so I gotta go put on the water. I'll be back. Something in the way, yeah. Ooh, ooh, I like big bills, and I cannot lie. Okay, water's on. Ah. Hey, what do you mean setting up a raid? Come on, stream elements. Don't do me like that. All right. So, I just had not a brainstorm, but I just had the full realization on exactly what we can do, because we can finally, at long last, get this piece on that I have been dying to put on. And it's, yeah, that'll be fine. It's gonna come down to this. So hope that this works nicely. Come on, be good to me. Let me get some posts. Some first order posts. There we go. Oh, come on. All right, so I've always wanted to use these, but to never really get the full side of it. So let's see if we can make this work. So under props, wall hangings, props, wall hangings. Look at this Imperial. These guys. We have got these. And we have, where is it? These. No, what? Come on. I got you on there fair and square. Come on, attach. Yeah. You do not know how good that makes me feel. You really do not know how good that makes me feel. It's like one of those elusive pieces that has been almost impossible to place because of the angle of the roof. It's never been right angle. Come on. Get on there. Why aren't you getting on there? All right. I will take it. That is a victory right there. Okay. And with that, the Millennium Falcon is done. Everyone can go home now. Thanks for coming by. Bye. Woo! That's what we've all been looking forward to seeing. I know you're probably going to deny it, but this is the truth. We've been waiting to see those pieces on there. Got a lot of greebling to put on, but that's the main piece. Get those fans on. So we're going to do it to the other side. And I know people have been wondering how I'm going to do that. Well, it's nice and simple. The very first one, I actually had to do a custom fan. That was a challenge, and that took a lot of pieces. That was the piece that drove us into complexity. I'm not even going to bother denying it, but it was worth it at the time just to get the look. Okay, first part of coffee's done. The water just boiled. Means that I now need to go back and get the second part of coffee going. Get the grounds into the percolator. We have a French press, you see, because we like that fresh coffee taste. But it can be a pain in the butt. Not gonna lie. But definitely worth it for fresh chasing coffee every single time. The hand drip. And better than espresso. Espresso is so, you know, the pods, so wasteful. Alright, and you get you to place now. Let's bring down one. Slightly below the second one. Not far down enough. I think we need one more pole. Just to be sure. The poles really help to determine where everything goes. So, there we go. All your power are belongs to us. And I didn't have to use the gray. Whoop whoop. Did I mention how good that feels? It feels real good. Feels good. Hey, Haskins, what's happening? We're Millennium Falconing this morning. We got the top part coming along. Yep, Haskins alert. Haskins alert. You came along just at the right time, Haskins. So welcome. Why aren't you behaving yourself? Come on. See, I'm going to blame Haskins for this behavior right now. Everything is not behaving. Haskins, you're breaking my stream. Okay, you're not breaking the stream. You're breaking my game. It's like there was a time when every time Haskins would come in, my stream would quit. and it was like almost impossible for Haskins to actually see the stream. It was just this weird coincidence. But you know, I gotta wonder, maybe it was magic. Ah, yes. How were your celebrations? It's the day after. You know what? I may just redo this a little bit. If I can just do this piece, right? Okay, you know what? Get this out of the way. Because I can just drop this middle piece right in here. Alright, I need to actually build that up so I can get to it. 1, 2. There we go. Slightly off. Oh, crud. Get out of here, you. Alright, let's try that again. And take one more step back. You always use your smaller pieces for this so that it doesn't get in its own way. Word to the wise. Energize. Alright, and we got the bottom here. So let's see if we can match this up. Alright, perfect. So I'll tell you right now, that was not going to line anymore. And it's off. I must be so off. And you gotta be really careful putting in these pieces. If you can get it any straighter than I did, kudos to you. As you're building along. Ah! Rebuild it? Get out of here, monkey. I've already rebuilt it. You and your monkey stone shenanigans. Rebuild as it. Oh, I gotta go make coffee for my wife. I am so close to this. So close, so close. One more. Oh, there she is. The water's boiled. So that's one step closer. Okay. Maybe one more the other direction. Oh, did I misinterpret? Apologies, monkey. I'm glancing at chat every now and then. Oh, come on. It's so difficult. Okay, you know, maybe a smaller piece. Smaller? Let's try smaller. You know what? Heck with it. Heck with it, girl. Bada bang bang. Alright, you know what? Let's leave this piece for later. I know it's supposed to be one of the easier pieces, but it's not. So I was actually thinking about rebuilding this piece and just taking it all the way down. I think some of these are actually a little bit out of alignment, so I may have to redo a couple of those, and that may affect the whole thing. Now, the placement of this is actually bothering me a little bit because it's just right there, and it is affecting the middle piece. So I would prefer to have a more solid piece over here. Now it is 11 o'clock, so I really do have to go. It's one of those rare Saturday streams. I was just trying to come back to try to finish up a little bit more on the Falcon and show how we're going to do some of the roofing. So glad we were able to get this far. I may attempt to fix this off stream. The thing is, I don't know which one to fix. Should I fix this one, or is this one? Is this the faulty one? And how much is changing these pieces going to affect it? So, you know, for simplicity's sake, I may just redo them both and just try to do them at the exact same time and with the same spacing to get the same results, because something went wrong right in here. So, but you guys have seen how to do it. You can go do it on your own, and we'll come back and finish up the rest of these wedges here. I think this may be a case of bringing in the wedge from this part. We're kind of really respecting the division of where all the pieces go, because it is a little different. So this may end up being a smaller wedge right in here. Just so that we can actually make a lot of this work on the back end. Well, this is the back end, but you know what I mean. When everything comes together. So, looks like this seems to be the standard size wedge we're working with. Oh, actually, this is one is a little smaller. We can get this probably a little thicker. But I think so. Add two more to the bottom. And oh, right, we got that extension. Here, let me try something. If we extend it, get your standard size wedge, how much will it affect it? It's going to be the same for both sides. Huh. Yeah, that could work. That could actually work. Take that off. Then do the same thing over here. So, what did we do here? We added one. This one got added right in between. So if we repeat it, we got 8. What? 8. Thank you. What must it be, man? A man with a mission. What happened here? Okay, so 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Why is this off? One, 2. That's way off. What happened over here? Okay, so at the end of it came down 2. So you are supposed to be over there, and you are getting in the way. So let's get rid of it. I think I see it now. There, that'll do it. That's it right there. All right. And with that, there we go. 4 wedges in place, 3 wedges to place. And this one actually makes sense. So we're going to rework these guys. And it's looking good. But there you have it. Everything you need to know for your own Millennium Falcon. Almost everything. Anyway, I will see you guys later. If you're building along, hopefully your progress is coming, and let's compare on the Discord. Discord, we have the Craftopia Discord, and we have my own Discord where you can come and hang out and show your builds and talk and stuff. Next time I'm streaming will be on Monday, so yeah, it should be Monday. If I'm going to stream it any other time, say if I actually have time to do it tomorrow morning for at least an hour, then I'll do that. But I will let you guys know. But right now, here's the Falcon, and it's coming along nicely. So I'm gonna take a screenshot. Screenshot before destroying anything. Anyway, thank you so much for coming along, hanging out. If this is your first time here, please leave a like, follow, subscribe. I'm the Mad Puck 6. I stream every day from 8:30 a.m. till 10 a.m. when I usually have to run off to work. Today is a different day, just doing a couple of extra streams to get the Millennium Falcon completed. We are under roof right now, and we're closing in on getting this thing complete. So it's one of the best looking Millennium Falcons in Lego Fortnite. Come back for possibly an extra stream tomorrow, but in best case scenario, we will do it tomorrow. Worst case, not worst case, but regular scenario will be Monday morning when we can completely finish. Oh, the photo. Let me go check out the photo. I have to actually open Discord for that, Diego. said if like I said, if it's your first time here, please leave a like, follow, and subscribe. And if it's not your first time, thank you guys for coming and hanging out. You guys make it worthwhile. Holy crap, that looks awesome. Nice, nice, Diego. That's gonna be really cool. That's a hammerhead. All right. So, all right. Well, thanks, guys, and I will see you guys later. Happy building.